both teams are looking for who's that next consistent scorer going to be.
Yep.
Between DeGent and Phi, like who else is going to step up? And whoever has it is the team that does that. Could be the team that's victorious. As we are underway here at the Peterson Events Center, we welcome you in this afternoon. As Panthers controlled the tip and have it. There's Elmore, who's played a nice role for Pitt this season. Brooklyn Miles had an opportunity for 3, dribbles it in. We're at 7 in the shot clock. Marley Washenitz open from 3, and Marley hits the first shot of the game.
If you're going to switch that ball screen there and you're going to get low on it, you got to be ready to shoot it off the dribble, and Marley Washenitz does just that.
Diana Lazon is someone that might be able to provide some more scoring. I know Sydney Lusher is someone they're hoping can be that person to be the number 2 scorer. Hampshire has it, down 3-0 here early. Dribble into the lane, kick out, 7 to shoot. Again, near steal, ball knocked loose. Good backdoor look, a high arcing shot goes down from Lusher.
Pitt looking to play with some pace here.
Oh, and just a little out of control where the Panthers, good job setting up for the charge was Clara Gomez. And she got hit hard and she's kind of feeling it in her lower back.
That's who Coach Schoenecker said was tough but doesn't embrace the physicality was Clara Gomez. So puts her body on the line early in this ball game.
Well, the physicality embraced her in that play. DeGent drives in and is fouled by Washenitz, first foul of the game. Washenitz picking up number 1. Marley started in every game so far this year.
It's been an interesting year for her because you go from 27 minutes a game last year to just 19 minutes per game this year. It's a different role for her, but she's still done a good job impacting the game defensively.
The thing I love about the way she plays is effort is there every single second on the court as DeGent's able to drive in and New Hampshire takes a first lead and nearly a turnover, but grabbing it is Brooklyn Miles.
Interesting defense here from New Hampshire. It's like a matchup 2-3.
Yeah.
They're going to get into a man at some point, I would assume.
Trying to keep it, looks like from Phi, which is probably some good coaching. 3 no good. Phi's able to use her height to grab the rebound, misses the shot. And here comes UNH. Oh, nice crossover. DeGent.
That's what she does. Off the dribble player. She's good in the mid-range. She's good at the basket. 4 early points for DeGent.
6-3 New Hampshire early on. Marley hit the Panthers bucket. Oh, there's a good look down low from Brooklyn Miles and unable to finish. And getting the rebound and steal by Brooklyn Miles, and it's 6-5.
That's ACC basketball right there. Physicality, toughness. DeGent was not ready. A little lackadaisical as she put the ball on the ground, and Brooklyn Miles took advantage of it.
And another turnover, 2 straight. So that pressure working for Pitt early on. But still a 6-5 lead. It's a look at this move.
Whoop. A little push shot floater in the middle of the paint. And then the steal here, yeah, just tries to get to a little slow crossover, and Brooklyn Miles times it up perfectly and lays it in for 2. Pretty efficient year for Miles.
For the Panthers, Phi. Johnson down low to Phi, and Phi had it blocked. She wanted a foul. Ball was knocked out of bounds, and it will be Pitt basketball.
A phenomenal help side defense from Clara Gomez, coming over, sliding over, and walling up there, coming up with the block.
Inbound to Elmore, handoff to Washenitz. Washenitz is going to drive in, right-handed floater, no good. Fight for the rebound, and controlled by the Wildcats. Clara Gomez. And DeGent from 3. When she gets hot from 3, look out. She can have one of those 30-point nights.
You can't let her hit her first 3 shots on the afternoon. That's trouble.
Phi misses, grabs her own rebound. Good handoff, and Johnson finishes right at the block. A ton of scoring early on. 16 points already, and we haven't reached the first timeout. And another turnover. Oh, good pass by Miles to Johnson, and she's fouled and tie the game and go to the line for a chance to give Pitt the lead.
Yeah, Just a catch and shoot, let it rip, 3 for 3 on the afternoon early in this ball game. But really good defense here. You break the press, you're in your 1-2-2 press from the start of the game, and you execute it perfectly, coming up with a steal to a 2-on-1, pass down to Johnson, who gets the and one with a chance to put the Panthers up 1 early here.
Mikayla Johnson, the redshirt sophomore, finishes, and the Panthers now have a 10-9 lead.
And Washenitz at the top of the press is a cheat code because she doesn't get tired. She just keeps running, keeps moving.
And a good trap in the corner and another steal. Elmore comes up with it. Here come the Panthers. Good look to Phi, and she finishes at the bucket, and another three-point opportunity.
How about that finish? Inside hand on the left side. Center, your center running the floor like that, and the body control, the timing to absorb the contact and finish that home. Took a hit on the stanchion too. Good finish from Hadijah Phi.
We've got a timeout here at the Peterson Events Center. High scoring game. It's 12-9 Pitt. Go to the line.
When you have your 6'4" big running the floor, you have something on your roster, and Hadijah Phi just showing a little bit of everything.
71% shooter, makes the free throw, so 2 straight three-point plays and a, what do you know, it's a 13-9 Pitt lead. Another turnover, a little indecision by Gomez. Torrey Verdi, he has some familiarity with New England teams, 7 seasons at UMass, in a rebuild here at Pitt, has been dealt some tough cards, but I will say this, his teams fight. That's one thing we've noticed about this group.
And it doesn't happen overnight, Jeff. Like, it's going to take some time to get recruiting classes. Mikayla Johnson knocks down the corner 3. But it always takes some time to build that culture, find the right women to get on your team that fit into Torrey Verdi's system. And he's doing that. He's doing a good job with the cards he's been dealt.
As UNH tries to break an 11-0 run by the Panthers. Gent trying to anticipate a pass to Gomez, and a jump ball will be New Hampshire's basketball. UNH 5-5 on the season for its first year head coach, Megan Schonecker. First time she's been a head coach, and I'd say she's excited about this opportunity.
Yeah, and got off to a hot start, 4-1 before Maggie Cavanaugh went down. I thought the interesting thing she said to us on the call was just that she can't be friends with the girls as much anymore because now she's got to have all the answers and kind of be the bad guy. Someone's got to be the bad guy.
Although it's a little easier. She doesn't go from assistant at New Hampshire there. She comes from a different school with the exception of Eva, where maybe that relationship's a little different now.
And you come from an A-10 program in the University of Rhode Island that they had some success at. There's always going to be kinks to iron out in year 1, but I think she's done a really good job here early on.
And, you know, here she is building a program, and then you have a major injury like Maggie as you're trying to install a system. Johnson again, 10 points for Mikayla Johnson. It's 18-9 Pitt.
Incredible start for her.
Again, that pressure. Driving in is Gomez. Gomez shot may have been partially blocked. Offensive rebound, no good. Fight for the rebound continues, and here comes Brooklyn Miles out with it. Brooklyn kicks to Marley. Marley cut off at the baseline. Oh, nice spin move by Marley Washenitz.
Incredible. Drive the baseline, you feel the defender on you, and the wherewithal to spin that quickly and then finish it up. Look at this again. A little stop, cross, and then complete fake, and finishes with that strong hand, inside hand, left hand on
That's just
the right
unfair.
side. That's actually nasty. That's a nasty move.
Wow, and unfortunately, Hadijah Phi is having a problem. See, Torrey Verdi is out there. She's able to put a little pressure, and for the Panther fans, you hope it's a cramp.
Yeah, cramp
she's
or
dealing with
a mild ankle sprain that she can play through. Hopefully nothing too serious there.
As you see Phi on the sideline. She missed a couple of games after getting hit in the face when they were at their tournament in the Virgin Islands. Hampshire able to break the press, trailing by 11 on the 15-0 Pitt run. Pitt shooting 57%. And taken advantage of turnovers and nearly got one there. 10 to shoot. DeGent now down low, trying to make a move, and another turnover. Just a little hesitation by Reed. All right, here's Phi. Let's see if someone steps on her foot.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Could have tightened up on the second jump, maybe on the bike here now, trying to stay loose.
Meanwhile, her team has an 11-point lead here in the first quarter.
Looking to swing it to that second side. Mikayla Elmore trying to post up down there, couldn't get it to her.
And Miles just decides, if you're going to play off me, I'm going to take it to the hoop.
She's efficient. She's had some games here where she showed off her efficiency. 40% from the three-point line. She just doesn't take a ton.
Loomis into the game for New Hampshire. DeGent's going to drive in on Marley. Can't get the roll, but an offensive rebound miss. Still fighting for it, and Elmore comes away with it for the Panthers. As Panthers set up an offense. The run is now 17-0. Kick out, three, no good, but an offensive rebound for the Panthers. Audrey Biggs gives Pitt another possession. And Marley drives baseline, kicks it this time. Johnson, she hit one from there before. That one goes in and out. And a one-handed rebound.
Two good looks,
by
though.
O'Connor. DeGent has it. She's going to stop. And in and out from the same spot she hit her three. And Pitt has the rebound. No second up. Well, there have been a couple of second opportunities for New Hampshire. They just haven't finished them.
I think DeGent might take 25 shots this afternoon. She might have to. She's gotten a couple up early here. Started 3 for 3. Now 3 for 5.
Marley, being physical, draws contact and gets to the line.
I really like what Washenitz is doing on the ball here. She's putting pressure on the rim, trying to get paint touches, especially in a zone. The worst thing you can do in a zone is only pass through it. And when New Hampshire's setting up in this high 2-3, or they showed like a little bit of a 1-1-2 or 1-1-3 look, kind of an odd zone there. And Marley's done a really good job just knifing her way through and keeping her dribble alive. It's very important in a zone.
So Marley will go to the line, 5 points. First free throw is good. Gets library quiet on free throws.
I know. I feel like I have to whisper on the call.
Feel like we're calling golf. And both free throws, everything falling for Pitt here in the first quarter. DeGent cut off. You can see they know where she is going to be, and did a great job cutting off Elmore and Washenitz, and a travel and another turnover by UNH, the 8th of the first quarter.
I mean, you get DeGent running in transition, but when you speed her up the way they did, look at her. She can't turn her back and go to the corner. They send 2 to the ball, and it's a travel. It's just a tough play there for DeGent.
So Malcolm has entered the game for the Panthers. Washenitz, 7 points out to Aislinn. Shot clock now at 6. Marley, crossover, spin, all of it, and draws, no, travel.
Now that's an example of trying to knife through the defense when there's too many bodies in one spot on the floor, where you're better off swinging it.
And Khadijah Phi is back into the game. Good news for the Panthers.
Very good news.
Limping just a little bit, but obviously able to go. You see she's favoring it a bit. Corner 3, and right to Phi. There's an easy first rebound back.
Definitely.
Marley stops, pops, and gets the roll.
What a start for Marley Washenitz. Her and Mikayla Johnson leading the Panthers early.
Marley with double figures now. 27 points in the first quarter.
A quarter they've struggled in the last several games.
And UNH breaks the drought. Lynn Morales-Lopez, and Hampshire gets back on the board, and a foul down low by the same player. A 22-0 run as UNH had 6 turnovers in 5.5 minutes, 8 for the first quarter.
And what's interesting too is they're only 5 of 11 from the floor, 45%. At one point they were 4 for 6. The problem is they couldn't get the ball over half court.
Fine misses the free throw.
They're going to continue to put themselves in trouble. Sorry, Jeff. If they continue to play at this Pitt Panthers pace, if they can slow the game down, get over the half court line and get into an offense, they can have a little bit more success, but they're not going to last playing this fast.
And Noah, the Panthers have more points off turnovers than New Hampshire has points, 15 of them. Hesitating, but just closed out on, it's just a bigger Pitt team that's giving UNH problems. The shot clock down to 10, and a trip by Marley. Not intentional, but DeGent goes down, and a foul on Marley. That's her second. So now it's, how does Aaron Battle do defensively? Could she provide that same type of energy?
Yeah, has to keep the intensity up, especially on the ball if she's playing on DeGent.
Atalunas. DeGent cut off, now she gets it back. 3 from the corner is good. Eva DeGent, she has been New Hampshire's offense, and she has been for a lot of the season, and a foul on Khadijah Faye for hooking, trying to set up position down low.
I think what's also interesting is if she's going to get pressured as much as she already has in this first quarter, is she going to be able to sustain a high level of efficiency offensively? She might be able to get the volume up, but can she get them to knock them down throughout the course of a 4-quarter game?
Dangerous cross-court pass, caught. Now DeGent's going to get it back. DeGent's going to drive this time, and Faye.
Just a hard body to shoot over the top of.
And a good job by Faye. She was able to use her off arm to block it.
Well, how about the screen there off the handoff? Really good job. And then, like you said, Faye being there on the backside help, blocking it.
Probably not going to see a Khadijah Faye in the America East.
Likely not.
Battle. Still looking at her options. Out to Miles. Looks like Pitt's going to play for a last shot. What a quarter for the Panthers. Faye has it. 7 to play. Open 3, no good. Rebound by UNH. And the Wildcats are just going to run out the clock. Panthers shoot 53% in the first quarter, 27 points.
Going to be easier.
Sometimes there's a method to the madness. And how about that pass down low to Elmore? And Elmore is able to finish it. And a third potential 3-point play for the Panthers.
It's two-way success there. The pass and the positioning from Elmore, but perfect placement on the pass down there. And once you get it right in her pocket, Elmore's going to finish that layup every time. Good job doing so through contact.
It's like a Patrick Mahomes football pass.
Yeah, dotted her right up.
Yep. And the 3-point play completed. Tip pass there, but UNH able to cross over the timeline. Matalonis kicks in the corner, Lusher. And Gomez trying to make a move traveled.
Those are just mental mistakes. That's probably their 3rd or 4th travel, not even 11 minutes into the game.
Doesn't it snowball though, Noah, when things are going that way?
Because once you see a couple mistakes and you're rattled, it's so hard to bounce back after being rattled, and then you're still getting, it's not like this Pitt Panthers team is letting up at all.
Panthers up 16 here in the second quarter. Elmore kicks it into the corner.
Good screen.
Aislinn Malcolm, it's just like it floats through the basket with her threes.
Khadijah Faye, really nice job just sealing it. Here she goes. Trying to come up with the cornerback steal.
And as much as she may have wanted to, I'm sure Tori's glad she didn't dive after that one.
Yeah. You want to see hustle, but up 15, you can take it a little easy. Excuse me, up 19, I should say.
Gent was thinking between 3 and driving, and Another turnover. It's now double digits for New Hampshire. Still early in the second quarter. If UNH can get a run together, they were down big to Army and lost by 1 and shot no good. But you can't get it back all at once. And to dig in, Lusher has it. Out to DeGent. Lusher gets it back. Couple of dribbles left-handed, kicks it out in the corner. Open three, Matalonis.
That's one of their best offensive possessions of the game so far. Good job moving the ball.
Elmore thought about it from 3. Fi's trying to establish position. Miles setting up the offense. Still plenty of time on the shot clock.
Fi trying
Elmore
to get positioning.
And left side, the right side 3 has been, it's been a very good spot for Pitt today. Erin Battle this time with the 3, and it's 36-17.
She doesn't take a lot, but she's 55% from the three-point line on the year is Erin Battle. Good make there.
High 3, no good. Fi comes down with the rebound off the miss by Malera. Panthers up 19, shooting at a 57%. Fi misses that, but right to Battle, and Battle the offensive rebound and putback, and UNH is going to take a timeout. The Pitt Panthers, what an impressive display so far here on this Thursday afternoon. Pitt doing it defensively, offensively. Even when UNH makes one, it's the Panthers coming right back and making one of their own. Panthers 38, New Hampshire 17 here in the second.
Players on the roster.
And today it has been gold for Pitt. 56% shooting, forcing 10 turnovers already. New Hampshire with the basketball, trying to get some kind of rhythm going. And Alonis hit that 3, but Pitt came right back and answered it. And off, deep 3, no good, and a rebound to Battle. Off the miss by Elizon. And hey, a steal for New Hampshire. DeGent loses control of the basketball.
Some of these are self-inflicted wounds. It's the Panthers speeding them up, but New Hampshire just not able to slow themselves down and find a rhythm of any sorts offensively.
38-17. 10 points each for Johnson and Washenitz. Johnson drives in, misses the shot. DeGent with the rebound for New Hampshire. Looking up, oh, nice feed down low. And just unable to get the finish, but hey, it's kind of like an assist to yourself.
Who else?
An offensive rebound, DeGent puts it home. Johnson quickly the other way, and how about Pitt? Every time UNH gets anything going, Pitt is answered.
I'm super impressed by the pace that the Panthers are consistently playing with here in this first half. And what a quick crossover mid-range jumper for Mikayla Johnson. Good for her to see shots going down early like that.
Jen able to save it, 14 on the shot clock. 21-point Pitt lead. And a kick. Driving in, trying to make something happen is O'Connor. Fade away, no good. Rebound, miss. Good hustle back for another opportunity by Lucia, and couldn't finish that either. New Hampshire's had a number of opportunities for second chance points, just have not finished around the basket.
Size is going to continue to play a big part in New Hampshire trying to connect offensively.
Fi. Oh, Fi off a foot, and it's New Hampshire basketball. Lizon gives it up. It's almost like a pass back to DeGent. And DeGent off the foot. DeGent gets it back. And from the block, no good, and Phi rips down the rebound.
It's a good give and go on an empty side. You just got to convert that layup there when you get the opportunity.
And Torrey Verdi wants it pulled out, and Aaron Battle will call out the play. Aislinn Malcolm, Phi posting up down low. 8 to shoot. Phi has it. Head fake and a travel. So you've seen turnovers really, Noah, from both sides here.
Yeah, and Hadija Phi getting a little frustrated and sped up down in that low post. She, not really fully aware of all the bodies around her when she tried to put the ball down the possession before. And then this time traveling. Just slow down. You have a lead. Really good time to just work through your actions and play through the shot clock.
Hadija Phi with just 3 points, but the Panthers are up 21.
How about that?
New Hampshire just trying to settle in right now in a turnover. Just haven't been able to piece it together. And Pitt has made them pay for their mistakes. 18 points off turnovers for the Panthers. Battle to Elmore. Elmore, Fallon has it knocked away. Good hands by Eli Izan. Hampshire works it across the top. Trying to find a way, I'm sure, to get it to DeGen. Instead, a 3. No good. Aislinn Malcolm had the rebound for a second. It was knocked out of bounds by Gomez.
It's a clean look from Avery O'Connor, but a lot of that possession just stayed on one side of the floor. Best thing you can do is get this Panther defense moving by swinging the ball side to side and trying to get paint touches off the bounce. Not a lot of that there on that possession, but a good look from 3, just didn't get it to fall.
UNH just 1 for its last 8. Johnson drives in, no good, and rebound for the Wildcats. Have been a pretty good rebounding team, and the reach in by Johnson. And there's a rarity in today's game. She admitted she fouled.
Oh my God, I'm glad you said it. Nobody ever fouls anybody, ever. Cough, Draymond Green.
I think she should get that rescinded just because she admitted she
did. Yeah, right.
Just a goodwill gesture.
Thank you for the honesty,
yes,
Mikayla Johnson.
Yes. Lonis. You see Reed trying to kind of do a head nod signal. DeGen has it, kind of a forced 3, no good, but an offensive rebound by New Hampshire. DeGen can get that shot off quickly, but Marley Washenitz is back in the game, and a banked-in 3.
Yeah, you sit behind the screen on that. Did a good job pinning in on the defender. She knocked it down.
Maybe that's what UNH needs, just a little good fortune.
Well, it's only 3:09. The bank is clearly very much still open on a Thursday afternoon. So
Marley has been a handful in this game and can't get that one to drop, and she knocks it off of DeGent, and it will be Pitt basketball.
Yeah, that pin in from Reed, opening up the shot there, and she knocks it down right off the window. You take any make you can get when you have a deficit like this.
Pitt inbounds to Aislinn. Marley. Marley wasn't going to use the screen, just drives in herself, and a rebound for Gomez for UNH. Gomez drives into the paint, spins, kicks. Adalonis has it, has 5. Good look down low. Post move, up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Controlled by no one. We got a jump ball, and it will be New Hampshire basketball.
Well, I like the ball movement from Matalonis, excuse me, and then Reed's positioning down low. Yes, she didn't get the layup to go, but the persistence to stay with it offensively and create another possession here for the Wildcats.
Matalonis to inbounds. And DeGent has it. Guarded by Miles. All the way up in her face is Miles, and Miles commits the foul.
Yeah, a little much there on the dribble drive, and DeGent's going to get that for the rest of this game. She's done a good job knocking down some shots, but when you play off the bounce like that with some physicality, somebody's probably open, got to cut off the weak side and help her out a little bit.
And breaking through it but having it stolen, and Marley way up ahead. Boy, what a nice pass. I thought at first that was going to be too far, but Marley runs it down and now has a dozen. Lead up to 20. Open three. Head fake and drive. Kick out.
Good shot.
Good shot by Diana Eliazon. Marley's trying to answer, no good. Fi had it for a second, but ripped away, and a foul on Hadisha Fi. So the Panthers able to get that pass, and a beautiful lefty pass to Marley.
Yeah, up in front, hit ahead to your guard running the floor. And then Eliason just stepping in, catch and shoot, knocks down a three. Something that this Wildcats team hasn't seen a lot in this second quarter. Good to get one to go down.
Yeah, Eliason has 4 points, 12 for DeGent for New Hampshire.
See, not a lot of movement. They're stuck on that one side. Cut, set a ball screen.
Driving in good hands by Elmore. And a loose ball picked up by the Panthers. Miles races. Good job of getting back by Kenzie Matalonis to knock that out of bounds and prevent rather the layup.
Yeah, I thought Brooklyn Miles probably had a better opportunity to maybe score that herself because of the way Matalonis dropped in that 2-on-1 in transition. You might want to just try to take the contact and go up with one, but she's always looking to distribute, so you can't mock that.
Ellen Morales-Lopez back in for New Hampshire. DeGent trying to get a quick steal, but Miles has it. We're approaching the minute mark. 42-25 Panthers.
See, they're going to get it to the second side, get into another ball screen, try to open something up here.
Marley gives it up. Elmore has to take the three and hits it.
Kayla Elmore, she's my sleeper on this Pitt Panther team. What she can add to this squad, especially with some of these injuries down low in the front court, invaluable.
6 points. Gomez, rather. Liaison trying to get it down low, and a foul on Elmore, just a little too aggressive. That's just her first. So Elmore, she has the size, Noah, and now you start to see these numbers starting to come through for her.
Yeah, no question. I mean, 9 points per game over the last 7 and an efficient 45%. Just seeing her role increase, and she's averaging career highs on the year. So they're going to need her throughout ACC play to play a really big role, as she's been doing, like we saw with those numbers the last 7 games.
And Pitt can hold for the last shot. Panthers shooting 50% here in this first half. Miles already with 5 assists. Drives in, tries to do it herself, and is fouled with 3.6 to play here in the first half.
Coach Verdi was calling out 52, which is signaling 5 down screen for the 2. Wanted Marley Washenitz flying off the top of that, but Brooklyn Miles saw an opening and took it downhill. A layup, she passed up the possession prior, but she'll get 2 free throws here to close the half out.
Brooklyn Miles, 57% free throw shooter. 7 assists in her last 2 games, and Bissett has 5 here today. Makes the first free throw. One of the captains for this Pitt team.
She had that 9 assist game versus Delaware State as well, which was her season high.
Just her first season with the Panthers at Kentucky and Tennessee previously, and that'll do it for the first half. A first game, I should say, as Panthers get the ball to start, and a little unfortunate for Pitt as the pass from Washenitz hit the backboard. Here comes UNH looking to get something going, down 22. Hampshire 34% in that first half. They did shoot 42% from 3. It's just getting more of those opportunities. DeGent, good pass and an up and under finish, this time by Gomez. So the first points of the second half to New Hampshire.
Well, DeGent showing off her patience in the playmaking there. Didn't really have anything because Brooklyn Miles, phenomenal one-on-one defense, but a nice cut back door from Gomez.
Fi wants it down low. She sets the screen instead. Washenitz Now Miles stop and pop in front of the Pitt bench. No good. Phi had the rebound for a second, but it's grabbed away by O'Connor. UNH looks to set up the offense. One thing you don't get to make in an offensive foul on UNH, you can't set up the full court pressure, which was giving the Wildcats so much trouble.
Yeah, look at that backdoor cut. Mikayla Johnson just kind of loses her defender, or the offensive player, Clara Gomez, just sneaks right behind her. Beautiful little reverse layup, too.
As they go back and look at the shot chart, Hampshire will notice all the misses in the paint in that first half. Phi to Elmore. Excuse me, to Johnson. Now to Washenitz. 10 to shoot. Miles down low to Johnson, and Johnson is fouled. O'Connor got her.
I don't think there's as much fluidity on that offensive possession that Coach Verdi maybe wants. Marley Washenitz, Brooklyn Miles kind of getting tangled right in the same spot on the guard spot. Somebody's got to cut through, get to that next ball screen.
Down to Marley.
Get that low cross screen for Phi, ducking in, bodying people down.
Yeah, body down for UNH. Miles drives in, her floater is no good, ball off of Phi, grabbed by O'Connor. Gomez quickly the other way, looking to make a move on Marley, and does, just doesn't finish at the bucket. It's Pitt basketball. Driving all the way is Brooklyn Miles.
Speed. Straight line drive, gets an easy layup in transition.
And you wonder for New Hampshire how much they're missing Maggie Kavanaugh.
I mean, with the ball handling too as well, bringing the ball up the floor. I mean, you're gonna struggle when you don't have one of your best ball handlers, especially with this Panther press.
Nice float pass to Johnson. Johnson now with 14. Mikayla Johnson, leading scorer in this game, ball tipped. And we've seen a couple of opportunities to knock it off Phi's foot by Eliazon. 51-27 Panthers here, early third quarter. And Pitt and Brooklyn Miles just taking it right down the highway.
Nobody picks up the ball. Good lob pass there. Mikayla Johnson having herself a day.
Game. Avallona's to inbound here for New Hampshire. They get something going.
Look at that trap. They're bringing all the heat.
And it's Marley and Johnson, and a foul. And they had New Hampshire too. Elmore picks up the foul.
And Coach Schoenecker has got to be telling Eliason right now, do not dribble towards me. Get away from the sideline. Keep the ball in the middle of the floor. She got trapped, and she got trapped pretty quickly because of it.
I know you said it earlier. I mean, it's the size in that trap that really gives New Hampshire trouble. And Jen from left side, no good. Miles thought for a second no one was going to pick her up again, and a foul down low. And hey, you know, Bella Morales-Lopez admits a foul too. We've seen two.
We'll take them all.
Game.
The interesting thing about what Brooklyn Miles is doing, most times you want to see your point guard play at multiple speeds. She's playing at one speed because of what you said. Nobody's going to pick her up. I'm just going to go right downhill.
And a kick out three from the corner is good.
All off the dribble drive pressure from Brooklyn Miles. Downhill, defense gets sunken in. You kick to your shooter in the corner. How about having another big that can stretch the floor and knock down three-pointers in Mikayla Elmore?
Hit 46% from three, the miss, and Phi with the rebound. Just is the 8th rebound for Hadijah Phi. They haven't needed her from a scoring standpoint today, but she's still giving them that defense, that intimidation down low.
A little discombobulated on this offensive possession.
Johnson wants it, has the advantage. Phi's going to shoot a jumper.
How about that? Back-to-back possessions, your front court, knocking down jump shots. Elmore's three, Phi's mid-range at the elbow.
And pressure there against New Hampshire, and another turnover.
a discombobulated possession, like I said, but you're going to play that far off of Phi. She's going to knock that shot down 8 out of 10 times, no question.
Its biggest lead. Johnson makes it bigger.
That's a clear mismatch that they're taking advantage of. Mikayla Johnson called it out and did a really good job being decisive in what she wanted to do down there and scoring quickly.
Madalonis trying to set up the offense for New Hampshire. Marley just all over. Now a screen, drive in, but you got Phi. Second time she's blocked a shot of DeGent driving in.
The hard part there is it was a bad first screen for DeGent. She didn't have anything to come off of, so that's why they rescreen it, which got her downhill, but that's going to be a tough shot to score over Phi anytime you get down there.
Gomez, 7 to shoot. Down low against Elmore. Right-handed hook, no good. Phi with the rebound. The other way is Johnson. Mikayla Johnson with 18 points.
They got her running the top of the press now as well, just wreaking havoc. She's got a burst of energy here in this third quarter, Mikayla Johnson.
13-2 advantage in this quarter for the Panthers. Son, turn around at the foul line, no good. Miles has it. 13-0 run here for Pitt.
Good job pulling it out, trying to figure out your offense. There's no need to rush 1-on-3 there by Mikayla Johnson. Even though she's scoring a bunch, set it up a little bit.
Phi puts it on the floor and DeGent gets it.
That's great defense. You gang up on Hadija Phi down there, you come up with another steal with her in the low post.
Son, no good. Phi's had a couple of easy rebounds today, meaning kind of flat-footed, no one around you.
Yeah, just sticking her arms straight up, actually just waiting for the ball to land in her lap.
Gotta love those. Marley drives in, and the floater is good. Marley Washenitz, 14 points.
Just turn down the ball screen because there's not good ball pressure. You come up with another open layup. This Wildcats team's got to do a better job pressuring the basketball.
62-27 Pitt. See DeGent over at the sideline. As she dribbles down some of the clock. Now down to 6. Stops and pops from 3. No good. Ball tipped and controlled by Madalonis. Lizon. Shot clock to 10. They trying to work this possession. Gomez, head fake, crossover. Oh, nice move against Phi. Madalonis from the corner, no good. Another offensive rebound. This time Johnson closed out. Look down low and kick back out is stolen by Brooklyn Miles. Here comes Miles. Miles hangs and was fouled. And we'll get 2 shots at the line.
That's a tough last offensive series, I should say, for New Hampshire, just not being able to convert on a number of those offensive rebounds, and ends up resulting in a turnover because they had some good looks, but just not really certain on what they want to do down there offensively.
It's been a 6-minute, 37-second scoring drought production as you're starting to see them settle in to this system and get to know each other as Brooklyn Miles misses the free throw.
Yeah, getting an identity and understanding who's going to do what, embracing your role, and doing it together collectively. And that's going to be the hardest part for Coach Verdi throughout the course of any season for any coach, is just building that identity with your group and having each player understand what he needs out of them.
UNH scored the first 2 points here in the third quarter, and that's all they have. Ball nearly knocked away, 1 second to get it over, and they don't.
Yeah,
good pressure defense.
I mean, just a lot of dribbling, balls keeping high, and you're putting it in front of the Panthers defense. They're going to swipe at you, and when you add 2 on the ball, you got 4 hands in there.
And how about Pitt's doing it with different players too, playing that same type of pressure?
Yeah, when you bring one up, and then the moment that first pass is thrown, they're sending the second body, and it's just causing too many problems for New Hampshire.
Biggs has it top of the key, and Tori Verdi calls a timeout. So a 30-second timeout. Let's talk about Marley Washenitz for a second. Let's see what Pitt drew up. Marley kicks it to Biggs. Biggs lost it for a second, runs it down, 10 to shoot. Washenitz says, I got this. Dribbles a couple times. Aislinn Malcolm. Aislinn can hit a 3 from anywhere. That high arcer, no good, but an offensive rebound by Biggs. What a pass! Down low to Aaron Battle.
The pass, the cut, the finish. How about that play from the Pitt Panthers?
65-27, and still that pressure. Lizon to Lusher. See New Hampshire trying to get in some type of rhythm. They don't have the leading scorer out there right now. Driving in and getting fouled is Gomez.
You come up with the offensive rebound here on Malcolm's 3-ball, and then you cut behind the defense. And how about that little hang in the air lefty finish? Have some. Good finish from Aaron Battle.
Great play by both. Biggs, the true freshman out of Kentucky. And the free throw no good. And Battle, just a sophomore, so part of what Pitt is trying to build here. And the second free throw is good. That breaks an 18-0 run.
I really think Aaron Battle is going to have to kind of embrace more of a role off the bench in a scoring way because of her efficiency. She only takes about 4 field goals a game, but you need more perimeter guard play. And I think that she's someone that can help this Panther team out throughout the rest of the season.
Malcolm open in the corner, a foul called. Which way is it going to go? Saw bodies down. It looked like the foul is going to be on Elmore.
See if they can break this press and calm down a little bit offensively.
They do.
Oh,
for a second, but a traveling called.
Jeff, do they tally travels on our stat sheet or no? I don't think so.
And the turnover number is ugly. It's 19 now.
I mean, too many self-inflicted wounds. I said it earlier, I sound like a broken record, but just catching the ball and not getting your feet set and getting called for a travel and turning it over, those are possessions and plays that you cannot have as a Division I team. And I know Coach Schoenecker is not going to be happy with that.
5 points, 9 rebounds, checks back in.
We're sitting in that 2-3 zone now. Try to make this Panther team spread out and shoot it. And they do just that.
What beats a 2-3 zone? Good outside shooting, and Aislinn Malcolm is Pitt's best 3-point shooter. Lusher thought about it, dribbles into the lane, has it knocked away. Here come the Panthers, up 40. Marley drives in, kicks it back out. There's Aislinn.
She's dancing. She looks like she wants to pull another one, Jeff.
Yeah, I think she wanted to. And we've got a whistle and a foul down low.
That's the best feeling ever. Oh, I'm sorry. No. When you see one go down and you know it's a 40-point game here, you want to get your confidence right. You start dancing a little bit on the perimeter, see if you can put another one up. I mean, that was the only thing I was good at, was shooting the ball. So I know that feeling of trying to put one down. Once you see one go, you want to try to hit another.
And here's Pitt up 40, and the free throw is good by 5. And the Tori Verdi expression has not changed.
No, it has not. He's got a little smirk on his face.
There it was. He knew we were talking about him.
He's still kind of
probably
smirking.
Could hear it. I think he did kind of look over at us. It does get quiet on those. Maybe we need to watch what we're saying.
Yeah. I wonder if I probably got a little too loud there.
And another turnover here, Marley Washenitz. And running clock are the Panthers. Marley. Screen by Biggs.
Good skip.
Marley has it with 7. She's going to stop and pop from 3.
I mean, Jeff, at what point do you learn your lesson to not go under the screen and put a hand up and contest there?
And another turnover by UNH. Marley has 17 points, blowing by her previous career high.
Talk about feeling it. 6 of 10, 3 3-pointers on the afternoon.
And Aaron Battle with some body control. It has been all Pitt. They can do no wrong here. And what do you know? She ends up with a career high. And there's the defense right there.
Score is score, Jeff. You said 2,000 points in West Virginia. She didn't forget how to score the basketball just because she came to Pitt to be more of a defender.
And what she did in high school is what really attracted her to here. She had 2,000 points, nearly 800 rebounds, over 500 steals, 500 assists, and she's shown that game here and in many other games. And if she can play to this type of level and be that kind of difference maker, it's going to speak well for Pitt. As, of course, we continue the praise, and a foul is called on Marley.
Yeah. But can you spell stat stuffer? Because those numbers in high school are ridiculous, and then to kind of translate it here in year 3 for the University of Pittsburgh, it's all about confidence for her and rhythm play. I know her minutes have dropped this year, but she's still found a way now with only 9 active players on a roster to be a consistent impact player, and she's done that here today.
Gent drives in and loses control. New Hampshire has it back. Long jump shot, no good. And rebound by Aislinn Malcolm off the Malero miss. Marley looking to get it to Phi. Good entry. Phi. And just runs right around the rim, but couldn't finish. Ball knocked out of bounds off New Hampshire. Will be Pitt basketball. Even those plays seem to be all going towards Pitt today.
Yeah, a good opportunity though here for Hadija Phi specifically to kind of work on that low post game that she's so dominant at, but the turnovers in it, obviously 7 turnovers versus Miami, and not really in a rhythm down there when she's had the ball.
How about that block by O'Connor, and then New Hampshire turns it over. Quickly the other way is Battle, and Battle lays it in.
And doesn't get back on defense, which doesn't help when you've turned the ball over as much as they have.
77-28. New Hampshire has 3 points in the second half. Catalonis thought about it, instead gets it down low. Opportunity here, spin move, kick out, open 3, and no good. The O'Connor miss is run down by Biggs, and she's fouled. Good box out by Biggs.
Yeah, this was that back and forth 50-50 ball. Marley Washenitz, little nice outlet pass. Nobody on New Hampshire gets back, and Aaron Battle lays it in for probably the easiest 2 of the night. The afternoon, I should say. I'm so used to doing games at night.
It's a rare Thursday afternoon. Of course, it's the holidays, so school is out for almost everybody at this point. Finals ended at Pitt on Tuesday, and a foul. Matalonis against Battle.
Best time of the year, Jeff. I remember getting out of school this time. I mean, I always played basketball, so I never really had a break, but can't get better than late December, Christmas time, New Year's, coming off Thanksgiving.
Eliason back in for New Hampshire. Inbound to Malcolm. Marley. Oswald is in the game for Pitt. Marley shot no good, but what do you know? She runs down her own miss. Aislinn. Speaking of someone who could score in high school, Aislinn Malcolm. Marley, deep 3.
Fire away, Marley!
20 points for Marley Washenitz.
Let it rip.
Gent was fouled by Marley as she was trying to get free.
Panthers foul, number 11,
Marley,
Washenitz has been disqualified
4
from her
of 5, and a foul out.
I mean, she was working to get a shot on that possession and then ends up with that. And what an unfortunate turn. I know they're up, and it doesn't matter about stat padding, but when you're having a career night, what a, doesn't even get to finish the game, but what a performance for Marley Washenitz.
20 points on 7 of 12 shooting, 4 of 5 from 3 and 2 of 2 from the foul line.
I think I said it to you about DeGent earlier in the game about she started the game 3 for 3, dangerous to let her get going, but that turned into work out for Marley Washenitz here. She got going and kept going, And that's what shooters do.
Jen tried to score there. Oh, good look by Malcolm into Biggs. Biggs up and under move. That's a pro move right there in the post.
Panther bench loving it, coaching staff loving it. Beautiful move down there from Biggs.
Yeah, the post coach is going to love that one for a while. The freshman finishes. Gent's three is good. 15 points for DeGent. For New Hampshire, you're looking for something positive to build on as you head into Christmas break. Well, after a game against Brown on Saturday.
Yeah, fourth quarter, only 31 points. Likely not going to hit their season average around 57, but can you get around 45 and start to string along some offense here as the Panthers kind of pull back their defense a bit?
We said it earlier, Maggie Cavanaugh missing for this New Hampshire team, and that was a good guard combination with DeGent and Cavanaugh, and it's just New Hampshire's been trying to find that right combination ever since.
Yeah, and Coach Schoenecker said to us how much motion and free play that she was kind of allowing from her group when Cavanaugh was kind of running the show. But since she's gone down, they've been forced into more sets, more action, kind of less of that freestyle motion that Coach Schoenecker was hoping her group could play throughout the year.
Open three, DeGent, no good. Rebound to Malcolm.
That's good action right there into a clean look, but this New Hampshire team's so rattled.
And a blocking foul called against New Hampshire as Brooklyn Miles took it to the hoop. We're going to have some substitutions here for the Wildcats. McKenna Carlson will enter for the first time this afternoon. Carlson, the freshman from New Jersey.
The Garden State. I only say it, Jeff, because that's where I'm from. I'm a Jersey guy, if you guys can't tell.
First free throw good. Not holding out. I mean, you weren't like at the shore.
I was on the shore, born and raised.
Were you?
Yes. People used to tell me I looked like Pauly D. I don't love that comparison. Unfortunately, I did have a hairdo that was sort of replicating him when I was a sophomore in college. But yeah, no, grew up right on the Jersey Shore my whole life.
Nice.
Family still lives there. Not sure I want to live there. I like the beach and the ocean, but a little expensive down in New Jersey.
Free throw is good. So many beautiful areas on the East Coast. And DeGent hits a couple of free throws. 17 points. Mikayla Johnson back in. Mikayla with 18 points. Marley with 20, 11 for Battle, and 10 for Brooklyn Miles. Boswell, down low to Johnson. Johnson may have hooked.
I thought so too.
Got away with it. 50-point game. Maybe you're just letting him play a little bit. DeGent straight up three. And 20 points for DeGent. 20 of the 36.
Yeah, Aaron Battle kind of just let her have that. Not so sure it's the right play, but DeGent just took advantage of it.
And a shot. Oh, DeGent wanted the block, but a foul called against Johnson. Pitt Panthers firmly in control as we head down the stretch. And I've been impressed with how well Pitt ran in transition when they got those turnovers. You know, the passes, the smart opportunities, and then the finishes around the rim, whether it's Miles flying in there or up and under moves. Marley with that beautiful spin move in the first quarter.
Yeah, a number of good passes. 17 team assists here in the game, and a lot of it has come from that defensive end, like you said, hitting the head and just taking advantage of New Hampshire turning it over and then not getting back.
Final 4.5 of this game. DeGent has had a nice quarter here. And crossover drives, her floater just won't fall. Fight for the rebound, and we get a foul on New Hampshire.
I know she didn't get it to drop, but DeGent is a player. Like, she's got a lot of stuff to her game, off the bounce, off the catch, playing off ball screens, dealing with pressure. You see multiple bodies thrown at her. She's done a really good job, especially in this fourth quarter, as you just mentioned. Early on, you know, started the game 3 for 3, got into some turnover trouble with some travels, some passes. I feel like I have to start whispering now.
Yeah, right?
But no, I just think that her capabilities, especially as just a sophomore, to have that type of confidence and presence of mind to know where her spots are. I mean, 19 points per game, leads the American East. It's a big deal for a sophomore.
Yeah, she ended up transferring with her coach, not exactly at the same time, but that situation at Rhode Island wasn't what you'd hoped for, and she's come to New Hampshire and has flourished in this system. When they get Kavanaugh back, and they expect to at some point, and get into conference play, maybe some of these lessons learned in non-conference will help them into the future.
No question. Games like this are all about good experience, especially for an American East team coming out here to Pittsburgh, taking on a good Panther team that just has, quite frankly, been relentless today against New Hampshire.
That 3 attempt by Carlson, no good. And Megan Schoenecker, listen, when you sit in that chair and you have adversity, I mean, all the questions come to you, and she's trying to figure out some of the answers with not all the players that she expects to have. Raven Boswell's spin move.
Sweet move downhill. You feel the pressure, you spin it back, and then she floats it up. Good job from Raven Boswell.
Adelanos misses. Will be Pitt basketball. We've seen some really good individual moves by the Panthers today.
How about that? Catch it at the elbow, turn and rip, jab, and then when you get on that drive and you feel that defender, turn and get a good look at the rim.
Even a 3-sport athlete in high school, you can see the athleticism is there. Now it's just working that game. Johnson's shot no good, and miscommunication. It will be Pitt basketball.
And that's one of those loose balls you were talking about, I think, in the third quarter, that they just haven't been able to come up with, even on plays that they do a good job defending.
And the good thing for New Hampshire is they've got a game in about 50 hours from now, so you can flush this one aside. For the Panthers, they have a game on the road before they get into Christmas break, and you got something to really build on. Get to 7-6, get another win, and then head into conference feeling good about yourself. And no good, but a follow-up. Morales Lopez finishes. Johnson, you see the Panthers schedule at Utah Tech. The putback is good. At Georgia Tech, at Duke, Louisville. That's the start of your ACC schedule.
Yeah, not going to be easy, but going to be a good test early on to see where this Panther squad is at.
And Louisville isn't ranked, but Louisville is one of those perennial really good teams.
Let's face it, Jeff. What night is easy in the ACC, right? You're going to play every game, and it's going to be a battle to get a win.
And steal by Johnson. Johnson's going to go the whole way and lay it up and in with the left hand. Mikayla Johnson with 21. And we got a timeout just to switch players. Carolina Anderson will come in. 91-38 Panthers, 2:05 to play.
Mikayla Johnson's making a push for that final score graphic to be her, not Marley Washenitz, now passing her as the leading scorer of the ball game.
Hampshire, as we mentioned, will play Brown 7 o'clock on Saturday. Good give and go by the UNH and a foul. Really good pass by Catania.
And
Coach Schoenecker, she's going to take advantage of every single minute that her squad gets out there, because it's all learning experience. And honestly, I've credited them multiple times. I thought they've run a number of good plays. They just, you kind of said it too, haven't taken advantage of those opportunities around the rim.
Injuries have also played an issue for Pitt, with Jenkins and Lauren Rust, who had really improved from her first year, and Kiara Williams out for the season. It has been, that's a tough stretch for a Pitt team trying to rebuild, but I like what this group has done, how Elmore has improved and worked, and what Marley did obviously here today. Johnson, and they're starting to develop some chemistry, and then you can work in a Biggs and a Aislinn Malcolm, and obviously the guard play with Battle and Miles. Miles has been solid for them, especially distributing the basketball.
No question, it's been an all-around team effort, next player up mentality. I think all of these women have done a phenomenal job filling in those holes to make up for the injuries, especially someone like Aislinn Malcolm, or today like Mikayla Johnson. Really, I know she's the second leading scorer on this Panthers squad, 9 a game. That's going to boost up after 21 points.
Biggs hits the 3. Biggs with 5 points. UNH trying to set up a play here in the final minute. What an impressive performance by the Panthers. UNH just back and forth for the first couple of minutes. The Panthers scored 27 in the first, 20 in the second, 28 in the third. They have 19 here in the fourth, and they've pulled back a bit. They could have scored more.
Yeah, I was hoping for 100, triple digits. We were, you know, maybe gonna get close to that. You know what, Jeff? You've lived in Pittsburgh a long time. The last couple of years, and we can equate this to the Steelers, not a lot of points on the board. It's good to see Pittsburgh teams score and utilize their offense. You put Russell Wilson in the lineup, you start scoring more points, you know what I mean? Like, we're just getting more points after a couple of years offensively, especially with the Steelers. Not to go football on everybody.
I guess Russell Wilson would be the portal guy for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, we thank you for joining us here this afternoon. Tori Verdi's team, I guess we have 0.5 to play.
We'll get another tap
let's
on the
make
ball
technical here. That ball was inbounded, and that'll do it for this afternoon's game. Panthers win it 94-39 here in Pittsburgh.